Hi guys, Ghost Raven here and welcome back to another episode of City Skylines 2. I hope you guys are doing well today. Please don't forget to give the video a like and subscribe to the channel and I'll bring you cool daily videos like this. So we're jumping in right where we left off the last time. We had just implemented the tram system. You can see one of the trams doing its routes over there. I wonder if we should follow it and see where it goes. I think let's zoom in here and let's take a look. We're going to speed it up a little bit and do a journey across the river. You can see our industrial area in the background, our electricity supply, and some of our European mixed-use buildings. And right in the distance over there is our bronze statue. Looks really cool. A lot of trees, a lot of shade. So I can see that there is parking here, so I just need to remember that we do need to remove this parking. So let's just speed up this journey a little bit and see where it needs to go. There's another stop over here. 85 passengers, and we're just going to let them go. Alright, cool. Alright, so we did have a look that there was some issues with the road and stuff back here. I think maybe because it has the stop, but maybe I'm wrong. No, I am wrong. So I'm going to definitely remove that from there. And the same thing here, but this does have the stops. Okay. And we could put in some trees if we wanted to, but I don't think I'm going to do that right now. Okay, so we basically have that in place. We need to fix this sidewalk because we do have this pedestrian coming across the water here, and there's no way for these people to use it, so that's why it's not being used at all. So what I want to try and do is just fix this at least. At least so it can start being used again. Okay, so that's our first issue. So now people are going to stop able to walk across here, but hopefully they're going to be able to use the tram lines anyway, so they're not going to need to walk across here. This is quite busy as well. This is going to go over the water on the other side. So let's just speed up the simulation a little bit. Get the tram going. And this is going to take us into Sunset Harbor. Is our industrial? Not so many people walking across the bridges anymore. Now that we've implemented the tram system, a lot more people are using it. You can see a lot of people are walking here, and that's because they're on their way to the shipping yard, or the harbour at least. This will take us back over the water. Here's our statue in the distance. And you can see a lot of people waiting for the tram station on the other side as well. Okay, so that's pretty much our route. So I'm going to zoom out here. So I definitely want to increase our electricity supply. So the first thing I'm going to do is I'm just going to purchase additional blocks. I'm just going to purchase these 3 for now. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to pause the simulation, and I'm not going to worry about this for now, but I do want to remove the pylons here, the power lines. Okay, so we should be able to come right across the water here. Okay, so it's not such a direct route. I wish we could actually take it across from here. Doesn't like us doing any of that. We could possibly go across here as well. So let's just remove this for now. And let's see what happens if we take a road out here. It doesn't like this, the fact that there's water here. We could go across at this angle. And it's just not going up high enough. So we should be able to do something like that. Okay, but I'm not going to, because we've got a road there from there. So I'm not too concerned about that for now. Okay, we do have an underground main cable, which is coming from our power station. So we are going to want to redirect all of this anyways. So I'm just going to remove that for now. Okay, and let's just think about how we're going to get this in. So I'd like to try and put in, I think, a grid structure in here. And I think the easiest way to do that is just to manually put it in. So if we go down to the normal road and I just go out 120, I should be able to come out 168, 120, 168. And then we can just get a little bit of an idea about how much space we actually have to work with. This is nice about this size, is that it gives you exactly enough space for 6x6 and 6 of them. So you can fit 6x6 buildings and 6 of them in here, which is exactly what we want. Okay, and we do need to remember that there is a fertile soil over here. There is some oil over here, which we do want to definitely take advantage of. And we don't want to stick our power supply over, or our power station over all the oil that we're going to now want to be able to get out. Okay, so we're able to put some farmlands over here. We'll be able to put some farmlands over here. And then what I was thinking of doing is putting in some oil in here. So, but I think in the meantime, I just want to get the electricity in. So it's being very selective about what I can and cannot do. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to take this road out. Let's just let's just try the grid tool. Okay, so 360 will be 4 of those. And then just gives us a little bit more industrial space as well, for industrial zoning. Okay, so there should be enough space for us to be able to put it in. Perfect. Okay, and we do want to leave a little bit of space on either side because we do have these facilities, and you can see I haven't left enough space, so I'm just going to move it over another one. Okay, and that gives us enough space to put one of those in, and not enough space to put one of those in. So let's just move it out a little bit more. Now we should be able to put everything in. Okay, we can actually just be over pedantic and just move it one in. Absolutely perfect. Okay, so this will be our main connection line. Okay, and we're going to have one at the back, and what this is going to do, this is going to be high powered, and that's going to be to the system, right? And then we're going to need one from here to our power system over there. Okay, but I'm just going to leave the coal for now. At least we'll have that. I want to upgrade the advanced tracking system so the panels will turn automatically towards the sun. Okay, so if we have a look at this now and we put this in play, should have a vast increase in electricity production and electricity export. We are exporting a huge amount, but we are charging our batteries at the same time, so it will get slightly better. Okay, but in order to take the full benefit of this, what I want to do is I want to go underground, and from this station I want to go into this power station here. So is it not working? Doesn't look like it's working. Okay, so if it fails the first time, we'll figure it out and we'll do it properly the second time. Okay, so is there any way for us to be able to put anything in here? We are so beautifully tight in here, it's a little bit difficult for us. Okay. And then this is the other one on the other side. So we do have the main one coming in from there. We are exporting, but we don't have a big supply from here to anything over here. All right, so let's get in a transformer station. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to get a transformer station in here, and then we'll be able to run our large power supply directly to there. That's feeding it into the grid. And then we are going to need another transformer on this side somewhere. Just wanted to miss out. I just want to destroy too many houses or anything like that. Okay. And what we can do is we can hook that up to that. Okay, we probably are going to need like a heavy transformer or something on the side as well. We used to have one on the side of the city, but we decided to do away with it. Okay, so let's have a look at some of the facilities and some of the production things we still need. So we are in a deficit of chickens and we're in a deficit of oil. And the oil we're going to sort out right now. But the chickens is something... Okay, so I thought we were a bit shy on some of the vegetables and some of the other things, but we don't seem to be. So I don't have to be too worried about that for now. But I am going to put in an additional wheat farm. And we just unlock the dairy as well, which is fantastic. Okay, and I'm going to unlock... Let's just actually put this into place and see. Alright, so specialized industrial or area. We don't need the extra production right now, but this is just for future-proofing our city.
Perhaps yes in the short term. I like the sound of that. But what we are discussing is
I just want to see how far we can actually head out here.
And its effect on the human.
Thank you, Professor.
It is a question of priorities.
Okay, so I now want to run one of those. You can use the advanced line tool. We're going to go down to about 10. And we are going to choose the birch. Wait, before I do any of this, what I want to do is I want to choose multiple. I want to get off the line tool. I want to choose multiple, take the snapping off, get the strength up, and let's just take this up to like 400. Okay, and what I'm going to do is I'm just going to remove, well, we can see what we're doing right now, but I'm just going to remove all the trees and everything from this area. It is night time and it's time to go and look at our city, but we can look at it from a distance. There's our city over there at night time. As you zoom in a little bit closer, you can see the lights. It does look really beautiful. Okay, and let's just have a look at our unemployment rate. So we're sitting at 13%. So do have demand for everything. So let's just have a look at some of the industrial. Okay, I want to be able to see what I'm doing, so I'm going to go into the options. I'm going to go into gameplay, turn the day-night cycle off, and just come back in during the day. Okay, so let's just move this back a little bit. Alright, and this road, I'm just going to just take this road out a little bit further. Let's just do 168. 120 by 168. Perfect. Okay. And I want to put the trees in between like I was going to do just now. Make sure we have the right age. And I want to put in a line of trees. Looking good. Okay, and then the same thing I want to do. So that was the wheat, and now I want to do the vegetables. Okay, I'm going to take it off the road a little bit because we want to not very well placed actually. You can see it's a little bit off. Okay, but it's fine for now. I just knew that was going to be a problem. Because that little bit of extra road, you see, because it's not exactly on the right spot. So it's not going to mess with the driveway, so we can do something like this. And it won't affect the farm too much. Okay, so what is this? This is vegetables, this is grain. Let's just remove any of those trees from here. Okay, and then I want to put in a line of hickory. I mean birch. Crap, I think we actually put the wrong trees in and separated. I suppose a little bit of variation never hurts anybody. Okay, and what we can do is there's now a dairy farm, so let's just get a little bit of industrial going on as well. Get those two going. All of a sudden we want a whole bunch more as well. Okay, so it's good to get the grid structure in. And we did unlock the dairy house. So if we have a look here, and it actually fits quite nicely over there. Okay, it's going to employ, only 85 people, so it's actually not too bad. I thought it was going to be worse. We can put some more industrial in, fill up the space a little bit more. What that's going to do is it's going to help bring down our unemployment. It's not great. Let's just try and get it to be a little bit better. That's perfect. Okay, so our unemployment should be coming down. There we go. Climbing and then dropping because as people are arriving as well, so it doesn't really help us. Okay, but that gives us a good indication. Now we just want to make sure we go over too much of the oil. So we are already starting to go over the oil. And then we also got to think about the highway as well. Yeah, okay, so if we can actually run a road down this way. I don't think we need such a big one, but anyways. Okay, so let's have a look at the oil. Take advantage of it over there. Right, so if we do something like this. The highway is not straight. Okay, just try and get a little bit closer. There we go. A little bit closer there. Okay, and we got our first oil field. Okay. And if we run a line of trees, let's try and make it look a little bit better. And we're going to have our first production of oil. Okay, yeah, we're only producing like 0.7. We need to increase our chickens quite dramatically, and we need to increase our oils quite dramatically. So chickens we could probably run all the way along here. What I'm going to do is I'm going to buy that piece of property as well. Okay, we have the one oil farm. So this I'm going to try and do a little bit more. Okay, so chicken we don't really need much. So I'm going to do something like this. Okay, that gives us a little bit of space to play with. So I'm just going to use a space here. This is going to be for poultry. And this is right next, well, So it could be cows, it could be actually, it's just livestock, not specifically poultry. But we do need increase in production quite dramatically. I'm going to try and do another one here. Okay, so let's just start with the less difficult part. It's because the curvature is in the road, so you can see it's already starting to take shape. That's fine. Okay, I wonder how dramatically that's helped our production. Not very much at all. Okay, we are at least producing a little bit of oil now. Okay, so we do need a lot more chicken farms. Like a lot more. Alright, so if we have a look at the actual range of it. And this is where the oil is. Alright. Beautiful. And that's our second oil filled in. Okay, we're not even producing half. Hasn't really got anybody in here yet though. Maybe we just got to give it a little bit of time to get going. Okay, another birch. If need be, we can go across the river as well. Okay, so is our chicken situation under control? No, not at all. We're only producing half. And our oil's doing a little bit better. Need to try and get a little bit more. And we might as well just get some industrial buildings going. Wonder how our unemployment is looking. Down to 9.2. Which is perfect. Okay, so let's just have a look at the oil. We're starting to run out of supply here. This area is completely full of oil. I mean, we could expand out that way and build our oil supplies. I'm wondering if we should even like do anything with these things. Okay, so maybe we should just cheat a little bit. So what I'm going to do is I have that mod which allows you to put resources in. So you can see, so I can put oil resources in if I wanted to. So what I want to do is I actually just want to build this up a little bit more and just make this a little bit more of an oil area. So I'm going to do that for now. Okay, make it nice and strong. Perfect. Okay, and let's get another oil refinery in.
none but the master should stand between you.
So let's just get one of these roads in, and then we can just do something a little bit different.
We're live, and we're getting reports about a traffic accident.
So I do want to definitely go across the water as well, the river at least.
Have already been dispatched and
Okay,
traffic
so
should return to normal. But if you're planning a quick trip out,
but I think
you
a
might want to wait a little while until
better
the
road
vehicle
is
out.
straight, like a straight road is probably better to go across.
You already know about it. No use
Okay, so
reminding
if we
you.
go up Y1
Meanwhile,
and
expect delays and drive
we
safe.
turn some of these on,
And on to our main feature
just to
store.
get an idea.
The commercial district is booming as the area is attracting more high-end
Okay,
stores,
perfect.
bringing the latest
And then we should be able to bring this
to our
down.
neighborhood. You can now shop for designer shoes while sipping a
And now we have the
fancy
ability to be able to
Charlotte
come off here.
latte. Or so my wife tells me. That's good for business and good for the community.
Thanks, Jim.
Okay,
We'll be back after this.
and that'll bring electricity and water and sewage and everything out the side as well. Seems a little bit crazy. So if we wanted to come off the highway, we could try and do something. If we want to go back on the highway, we could try and do something as well. So just from a distance perspective, I'm not 100% sure. But if we choose the curved, I would actually like to learn how to distance this properly. You see, we could actually then come off the highway ourselves if we wanted to. It's not perfect. Take those intersections off. And the same thing on this side as well. So if we take this and we go oh my god, this has turned into an absolute terrible, what is going on here? Okay, let's definitely fix that. Alright, we can probably just do a big one. Okay, and let's just try and fix whatever the hell that was. Alright, cool. So here, there we go. There we go. Not all that absolute craziness. And we definitely don't need intersections and stuff. But that's a quick way for them to be able to get back on and off the highway and over the highway. So that's for later. Okay, but you can see it'll also expand our electricity footprint and also expand our water and sewage footprints, which is exactly what we want. Okay, so we did want an additional oil field in here. So we could probably fit 2 in. Okay, but this is going to need a road, so let's just get a road out to it. And we want to choose a straight one. Does not like joining on the curve, which is fine. We'll figure it out. Okay. It's like, no, you can't do that. I'll be like, okay, it's fine. Right, so there's the one side sorted out. Okay. That's fine. And we're going to use this again. Just choose the birch to come across. Perfect. Okay, so our production of oil is now in the positive, guys. We're going to start making some serious money. Okay, and the same thing over here. Okay. Now we should be producing more than enough for what we currently need. Okay, what happens if we just turn all these guys off and we just do this by hand? I'm sure we can get it a lot closer. Like that, it's much better. Okay. So that is our oil sorted out. Now we just need to get, okay, what are we missing here? We're missing coal. I don't know why we're not producing any coal. That's not right, because we do have a coal mine somewhere. Oh my word, what happened? Might have had a fire or something, actually. Very good point. Let's put in a North American, I think. Fire station. I just want a small fire station. These are all the themed ones. Japanese fire station. Oh, see, it's quite big. That's a city firehouse. Okay. At least we have some sort of fire control on this side. You see, we don't really have anything over there, so now we do have something a little bit closer. I think prize number one will definitely is to have. See if I can just remove that. And what I want to do is just do more chicken farms. Okay. And not a hell of a lot of space here anyways. So like, I don't know why it has to be difficult like that with the snapping. Just take the snapping off and then it's fine. So I don't understand. Okay, so that leaves us another space to be able to put in another farm if we want to. Another two if we want to, actually. But if we do something like this. I think it's looking really good. Really, really, really good. And we're just going to be running a road almost parallel to the highway. Just seeing that it won't let me join it. I can come in from the other side, but it won't let me do anything else. Okay, so it doesn't leave much space really for anything, because it's such a narrow part with the highway here. And we could have farms running all the way along here, so I think maybe that's what I want to do. It's not terrible. And that just allows us to put a few more farms in. Okay, so this chicken farm. Perfect. Okay, so all the way to over there. Okay. Okay, does that help us with our production at all? Still shy, 13 shy. Okay, and this is still hasn't been rebuilt for some reason. Why has it not been rebuilt? That's almost instant. And the production level is so low now because it was taken out. Okay. But we're definitely doing a lot better. We're now producing 33 tons. We've still got a deficit of 12, which is fine. And we are producing more than enough oil now. So that's really good. Okay, so this is the chicken. So I think we need to just spend a bit more time making some chicken farms. And we have all the space. So I think we can have a little bit of fun. Quite nice that we're keeping the industrial on the one side and keeping the rest of the city on the other side. So I hope you enjoyed this episode, guys. Please don't forget to give the video a like and subscribe. And I will definitely catch you on the next one. I hope you have a good day. Take care. Cheers. Bye-bye.